Okay, my dear student, welcome to our Gopal Swami PU College. Okay, very good morning. Myself is Guru DL. Okay, lecturer in chemistry, Department of Chemistry, Gopal Swami PU College. In this session, to discuss what are the chapters in your first PUC chemistry syllabus. Okay, first of all, what is meant by an chemistry? Clear? In your high school study, the one subject science, including physics, chemistry and biology. In your first piece you have to separate the physics and chemistry and biology and mathematics. First of all, what is meant by chemistry? Chemistry is a branch of science. Clear? It deals with the study of a composition and properties of a matter. Clear? What is meant by matter? You have to study in your high school level. Anything which occupies the space is called a matter. Clear? It's a branch of science, deals with the study of and properties and composition of a matter is called the chemistry. Clear? The chemistry, the major is a 5 branches. What are? Organic chemistry. Clear? Organic chemistry, inorganic chemistry, physical chemistry and analytical chemistry, and last one is a biochemistry. In your PU level, you have to study the three different branches of chemistry: organic chemistry, inorganic chemistry and physical chemistry. In your lab, you have to understand the concept of an analytical chemistry. Clear? Now, very simple. What is meant by an organic chemistry? It's a branch of chemistry. Clear? It deals with the study of an compounds of carbon and the compounds. It's called organic chemistry. Next, second branch is inorganic chemistry. It's a branch of chemistry, deals with the study of and other than the compounds of carbon. It's called inorganic chemistry. Next branches is a physical chemistry. It's a branch of chemistry, deals with the study of the properties of both organic compounds and inorganic compounds. Clear? Next, fourth branch is analytical chemistry. Analysis. Clear? The compound contain which elements, which atom, how much is present and which one is present, you have to analyze in your analytical chemistry. And the fifth branch is called biochemistry. It's a branch of chemistry, deals with the study of your living organism process. So what are the chemical phenomena observed in the living organism? It's called biochemistry. These are the branches of your chemistry. Clear? Next, in your first PUC syllabus chemistry, there are 14 units or 14 chapters are present. All the chapters are very, very easy and very important for the next second PUC chapter and your future JEE exam and NEET exam and CET exam. All the chapters are the fundamental informations. Clear? Chemistry is a very easy subject, but you have to practice every day. What I have you to listen in this video, and the next session the syllabus you have to start. Okay, listen carefully and work out properly. Okay, next let us consider the first chapter in your first PUC, some basic concept of chemistry. Okay, some basic concept of chemistry. Suppose in your high school level you have to study what are the some basic concept of chemistry. You have to study the mole. Clear? In your high school level, study the concept of mole. What is meant by mole? Clear? In his also study what is meant by a compound. What is meant by a compounds? Clear? And what is meant by an mixtures? Mixtures you have to study in your high school. Mixtures. What are mixtures? What are the two types of homogeneous and heterogeneous mixtures? Clear? Whatever learn in your high school level, this is extended. In the same concept, you have to study in your first chapter some basic concepts of chemistry. Clear? Next, move on to the second chapter and structure of an atom. You have to study in your lower classes what is meant by an atoms, what is meant by an element, what is meant by an molecule. Clear? What are the subatomic particles? Proton, neutron, electron, and who discovery of a proton, who discovered the electron, who discovered the proton, you have to study. But in this chapter, you have to study the detail, the discovery of a proton, the discovery of an electron, what are the characteristics, what are the dual nature of an electron. Clear? In your, you have to fill the electronic configuration of Bow principles. Clear? In the same concept, the another next is a higher level. You have to study this chapter, the structure of an atom. Clear? Next, move on to your third chapter, classification of elements and periodicity properties. These are very, very important in the inorganic chemistry chapter. In your first PUC and your second PUC, in your future study in your chemistry, you have to study the periodic table. Periodic tables is very, very important. You have to already study. What are the modern periodic law? In periodic table, how many periods and how many columns? What are the arrangements of an atoms in the periodic table? Increasing an atomic number from left to right and down the group. You have to study in your high school classes. In periodic table, in this chapter, you have to study another higher level. Suppose you have to study in your what is meant by atomic radii. Clear? Atomic radii and ionic radii. But in this chapter, atomic radii, how does varies in the periodic table, you have to study. But what is the reason for it? Clear? Clear? How does it vary? It is either increases or decreases. Why? What is the reason? You have to study the detail in the third chapter, classification of elements and periodicity properties, the S block elements, P block element, D block element and F block elements details. Suppose in this chapter you have to learn or listen carefully. The inorganic chemistry is very, very easy. Suppose in this chapter number 3 you have to study the periodic table, and the chapter number 10 and the chapter number 11 is very easy. Next, the continued part, you have to separate the study, the S block elements. S block element you have to study alkali metals and alkaline earth metals. Why potassium and sodium is always kept under kerosene, while it is highly reactive, you have to study the details in the S block elements separately. Clear? And next move on to some P block elements. In the P block element, the first piece you have to study the group 13th group and group 14th. You have to study the two group number 13th and group number 14. And the remaining group 15th and 16th and 17th and 18th group elements you are studying in the second PUC chapter, group number 15, 16, 17 and 18th group. Clear? This is chapter number 3 and chapter number 10 and chapter number 11 is the interlink. You have to study, and based on this concept, you have to study the separate S block elements and some P block elements. You have to study the group number 13th and group number 14. Clear? Next, in the chapter number 4. What is chapter number 4? Chemical bonding and the molecular structure. Suppose you have to study in your high school what is meant by bond. Clear? Types of bond you have to study. What are the types of bonds? Ionic bond, clear? Ionic bond and covalent bond. Ionic bond and the covalent bond. Clear? These are chemical bonding. Suppose what are the conditions for your ionic bond? What are the conditions for your covalent bond? You have to study in your chapter in the detail the chemical bonding and the molecular structure. Suppose this chapter you have to study in your high school level only this ionic bond and covalent bond and the molecules. Suppose you have to study O2 molecules, oxygen molecules and the N2 molecules. How does the bond formation? Which orbital electrons your bonding is involved? What is the shape of an molecules? What is the shape of an water molecules H2O? What is the shape of an ammonia molecule? You have to study in your detail in your this chapter chemical bonding and molecular structure. Next, chapter number 5, states of matter. States of matter, the three different solid, liquid, gases, and fourth type is called plasma. In your high school classes, you have to study the properties of solids and properties of liquid and the properties of gases. In this, you have to particularly study the behavior and characteristics of gases. In your first piece, you have to study the maximum, the 90%. To this chapter, you have to study the nature and the behavior of gases. In your second piece, you have to study the solid and the solutions liquid state separately. In the first piece, you have to study the states of matter, the properties of gas, how the molecules have to arrangement you have to study, but what are the conditions and what is meant by an ideal gases and what is meant by the real gases you have to study. The next chapter number 6, you have to thermodynamics. Thermodynamics is a branch of science, it deals with the study of heat, the flow of heat. Thermodynamics. You have to study what is meant by heat, what is meant by temperature, what are the major differences between heat and temperature. You have to study the fundamental concept. In this chapter, you have to study the details. Suppose what is meant by enthalpy, what is meant by enthalpy, what is meant by endothermic reaction, what is meant by exothermic reaction. You have to study in your thermodynamic chapter. Next, the chapter number 7 is an equilibrium, or sometimes it's called chemical equilibrium. You have to study the reaction. You have to show the arrow mark, forward reaction. Suppose this arrow mark indicates the backward. Suppose forward and backward reaction takes place at the same magnitude. It's called study the equilibrium. What are the conditions to satisfy the equilibrium? You have to study this chapter. Next, move on to the redox reaction. You have to study in your high school level what is meant by an oxidation, what is meant by the reduction. In this chapter, the redox reaction, both oxidation and reduction takes place simultaneously, is called the redox reactions. Clear? Next chapter is an hydrogen. The position of an hydrogen in your periodic table is an ambiguity. What are the anomalous behavior of an hydrogen you have to study in your the very smallest chapter, hydrogen. It's very easy and very simple. Next, move on to in your chapter number 12, an organic chemistry. It is the study how to sum the basic principles and technique. How to already in your 10th classes you have to study the IUPAC nomenclature, IUPAC or IUPAC, International Union of Pure and Applied Chemistry, IUPAC nomenclature. You have to functional group you have to study, OH, alcohol, CHO, aldehyde, you have to study. But in this chapter you have to detail about that functional group and IUPAC nomenclature. This is the next, the second PUC organic chemistry, the fundamentals. IUPAC ni complete second PUC ella chapter barutte. That's a very important in your this chapter in organic chemistry. And next move on to the hydrocarbons. This is also a very important chapter. This is the basic, whatever study in your these two chapters in your basic concept, it's carry on to your second PUC organic chemistry, hydrocarbons. Hydrocarbons we have to study. The compounds containing carbon and hydrogen is called hydrocarbons. You have to study the in your high school level. What is meant by an alkane? What is meant by an alkene? What is meant by an alkanes or benzene? How many carbon atoms in benzene? How many sigma bonds and pi bonds? You have to already study. And the same concept with the next higher level, the study in your hydrocarbon chapter. And the last chapter is called environmental chemistry. What are the pollutions? Air pollution, water pollution, okay? What are the reasons, how it is caused, what is the pollution control method? You have to study the last chapter, environmental chemistry. Clear? These are the 14 chapters in your the first PUC chemistry. Okay, my dear student, so chemistry is very easy, but you have to practice. Okay, but how it is and the question paper. In your main exam, the 70 marks have to theory plus 30 marks is a practical examination. 30 marks to practical and 70 marks is in theory. Practical lab irutte, separate record, physics and chemistry and biology pattern same. 70 plus 30 in your mathematics you have to 100. In 30 marks practical you have to come to the lab and the practice the experiment and write the record. Okay, no doubt. You have to score, you have to in your practical you have to score 30 out of 30. You proper experiment. Pratidina absent agde bandu ella experiment madre, no doubt you get an 100% 30 out of 30, no doubt. But in your 70 marks, what are the patterns? Suppose including the choice, the question paper, part A, 1 marks question 10, there is no choice. And part B, part C and part D1 and D2 part B, it was for 2 marks questions. Suppose out of the question paper containing the 105 marks, the question paper containing how many marks? 105 marks including choice. Choice innu sersi nimge 105 choice innu sersi nimge 105 marks ge irutte. Out of 105 marks you have to answer only for 70 marks and 35 marks your choice. 35 marks your choice. Clear? This is the main examination question paper pattern. Suppose in our college you have to complete the every chapter, you have to separate unit test. To separate unit test and separate you have to submit an assignment. Clear? What I am telling, this is the 14th chapter and this is the how many marks in theory, 70 marks and practical marks is 30. Out of 105 marks including choice, you have to answer only for 70 marks. Okay, my dear student, all the best. Okay, thank you very much.